I think that the United States should be a bit worried because they're not alone. Iran is strategic for China's Belt and Road Initiative. And just last night, what did we see? We saw another Iranian Boeing 747 cargo plane heading en route to China and back once again over the night. So the United States is sending an unprecedented level of military hardware around Iran right now, despite the fact that they say everything is so peachy. We want to have diplomacy. We want to have negotiations. Yeah, I'm calling BS on all of that because in addition to the past week and a half, 2 weeks, 3 weeks of day-by-day coverage of all of the massive weapon shipments that we have seen toward Iran, right? We are now witnessing even more. And it's not small in any way, shape, or form. At least 12 C-17 cargo planes are headed to the Middle East overnight yesterday as the U.S. military airlift continues to pump equipment into the region. 12 C-17 Globemasters toward Iran's direction overnight. That is absolutely insane. I'm not a betting man, but I see some of the betting on these websites and I'm like, wow, people really do not see what's happening, right? I see on some of these websites, people posting on X, it's like very low percentages, less than 40% that they think a war is going to happen by March. And I'm like, do you not see what's happening right now? Again, not a betting man. I'm not encouraging you to bet. I don't think that gambling is bad. Don't do that. But I'm honestly shocked by what these odds are showing people, okay? The White House and Pentagon have also officially announced that the aircraft carrier USS George HW Bush and its strike group are en route to the Middle East. So you now have the USS Abraham Lincoln, that carrier strike group, and you also have the George H.W. Bush. And the USS Abraham Lincoln already sent up one F-35 to, airstrike, air-to-air missile, fire a Iranian Shahed 139 drone doing reconnaissance work out of the sky. So they are sending another one there right now, okay? Now, in addition to that, I think that the United States should be a bit worried because they're not alone. It's not just the United States that is getting involved. Obviously, they are going to be a direct belligerent in this conflict, unlike the country I'm about to bring up, but that is China. Iran's Deputy Foreign Minister for Legal and International Affairs, Qasem Garibabadi, has left Tehran for Beijing. That was yesterday. Reportedly, he is carrying a message from Iran's President Pezeshkian addressed to Chinese President Xi Jinping. Okay, in addition to that, you need to remember that China buys a great deal of Iran's oil. Okay, this number I think is outdated, but you have to understand that over the past 6 months, Iran has pumped out an unprecedented level of oil. The vast majority of it has been going to China. Why did they do that? Because they understood after the 12-day war that would probably not be the end of the story. There probably would be another war with possibly the need to shut down the Strait of Hormuz. So what the Iranians and the Chinese did, you can look at the numbers, they were pumping out a crazy amount of oil, most of it going to China, and they made a lot of money, okay? They're going into hibernation for what they so correctly predicted, which is another war of aggression against Iranian sovereignty, okay? In addition to that, Iran is strategic for China's Belt and Road Initiative. As you know, there are many projects, infrastructure, port projects that China is working on inside of Iran at this very moment. But also, this transit road from Iran to Afghanistan to China is obviously a very big ticket item that the Chinese have been working on extensively. In fact, I watched a vlog of someone who tried to go and document the construction that's ongoing in Afghanistan right now, and it's pretty interesting. But anyways, the craziest part about this is so much of what we're witnessing right now. People say, what is this? Is it greater Israel? Is it eliminating perceived threats? What is this, right? Okay, yes, it's a little bit of everything. But one big reason why the United States is interested in taking out Iran and why Israel also is interested in this is because they understand that the Belt and Road Initiative needs Iran. We know that China holds Iran as a vital pillar to the Belt and Road Initiative as a global trade corridor. Now, some of you might not remember, but I'll show you this photo right now. When Netanyahu was speaking at the United Nations, you probably saw that he held up these two images right here, the curse and the blessing. Now, what does that mean? Because he's got Egypt in here, he's got Sudan in here, he's got Saudi Arabia in here, and it all goes right through here. And why is this the curse? Syria, Iraq, Iran. Syria already fell to the hands of, I guess, more Western allies, right? Bashar al-Assad is gone. Why say this? And it's extremely simple. The blessing, as he calls it, is the India Middle East corridor. India Middle East corridor. This is a trade route that Israel is crucial to, that they want to have access to Europe through, versus China's Belt and Road Initiative. The curse is the Belt and Road Initiative on the left. The blessing is IMEC, India Middle East corridor. So you can see even right here at the bottom right of the image, India is also highlighted and it goes up to Europe. That's the line, okay? So this is a strategic trade route that India wants to build with Europe through Israel, through Gaza, through Saudi Arabia, and Israel recognizes that China's alternative, China being the major manufacturing power, much larger than India, that they are, right? This poses a direct threat to a trade route that would go through Israel, okay? Keep in mind, China just, not officially with a big statement, but it was leaked today that China has banned new investment in Israel, citing security threats, okay? So Belt and Road Initiative is the curse. They need to take out Iran. The blessing is IMEC. Okay, so that is the big idea here, is Israel's future as a transit hub focuses on Iran being a non-starter for China's Belt and Road Initiative. You get a U.S. regime in there, they're not going to be a part of Belt and Road Initiative. How are you going to get to Europe? Okay, so let's keep looking at this now. Let's keep looking at this. China is also, well, this was kind of older news, but important nonetheless. China is reportedly assisting Iran with intelligence gathering and preventing Mossad infiltration in the country. China has much experience to share after successfully dismantling CIA networks in their own country. Very true. With, if you can believe it, many of the same sorts of people. China, as we've reported here, has also deployed a spy ship near the USS Abraham Lincoln, which is currently operating near Iran. Beijing is closely monitoring U.S. military movements in the Middle East using satellites and naval assets. Iran has been getting a lot, and I mean a lot, of satellite imagery of the U.S. military shipments into the region from these Chinese satellites, okay? And also, we reported this. China has dispatched several destroyers to Iranian waters. They are not there yet. Chinese Navy Type 055 and 052D heavy destroyers have been sent from Hainan Naval Base. This is for the China-Russia-Iran joint naval drills, which are expected, still on schedule, to take place in about 2.5 weeks. Okay, now the icing on the cake is that Iranian military cargo planes have been going back and forth, back and forth. This happened during the 12-day war, back and forth, back and forth. Not dozens, not, 20, 30, a few, okay, a few. I will be realistic here. It's not a lot, but Some. Right after the 12-day war ended, where did IRGC senior officials go? Their first and only trip was to China. They were in the cockpits of a bunch of Chinese aircraft, okay? And it does look like that Iran is stocking up with the help of China, in addition to Russia, before the possibility of U.S. strikes on the country. And just last night, what did we see? We saw another Iranian Boeing 747 cargo plane heading en route to China and back once again over the night. So China is clearly very invested in making sure that Iran, at the very least, is prepared for the worst case scenario. But I would also not be surprised if China is working overtime behind the scenes to get the United States to agree to some sort of a deal that is not going to be unagreeable to for the Iranians, okay? I do believe that China is working very hard right now to provide something, some ideas, some pressure against the United States to make sure that war does not break out. Because keep in mind, regardless of whether Iran wins, right? Regardless of whether Iran is victorious or not, war in Iran is not good for China. They understand that this was, likely to happen, but they are trying to prevent it, okay? And they understand that if it does break out, it's not going to be short. Why is it not good for China? It's not going to be short. They understand the Iranian mindset right now. They see what Iran sees. The Iranians, I'm sure, have been very clear that regardless of what the U.S. does, there will be a very big response in return. And that is a ladder I'm sure Trump will continue to escalate. But this is not going to be a tit for tat. If Iran's sovereignty is violated, if their soil is struck, they have many options at their disposal. All of them will not be favorable to those in D.C., those at U.S. military bases in the region, and those with financial interests in the region. Before you leave, I want to say thank you for the support, because after 2 years of being banned, we are finally back home on YouTube. So be sure to subscribe to our channel and also join as a member on our channel using the link at the top of the description. I rely on the generous support of viewers like yourself to get the truth out to as many people as possible. You can also support the show on Locals or Give Sin Go. The mainstream media and the powers that be are never going to stop attacking us for bringing the truth to as many people as we do. Thank you so much for your support.